Good afternoon. My name is Prophet C. Brazil. Welcome to another day of Bible prophecy. However, to remind you, this is the first recording for this year. After taking me about 2 weeks off for the holiday, I decided to restart and show you things to come. However, I have not quit work. I had to create other materials that I could may explain to you the significant facts of Bible prophecy, how it is revealed. When you can't explain something by the mouth of voice, sometimes if you take and can design or create charts of what you're talking about, it sometimes this enables you to explain that you cannot explain by showing what the design is, and person could look at these things, view these things, and see these things, and might get a better understanding of what or comprehend what you're trying to say. Let me begin just for the record to let you know this is the first one uh, video in this year. Today's date is January the 2nd, 2010. Before I get started, I want to uh, tell you about about three visions that God gave me. Two of them was more similar to the other, each other. And these was the vision that God gave me. However, I had some before, just about 2 weeks before the year of 2009 ended, but these were the ones that I have not recorded down yet that God gave me last night, January the 1st, after I had went January the 1st, 2010, after I had gone to bed and was asleep and had slept until this morning sometime, and it was yet dark. What God revealed to me as I was caught up in the spirit last night, and He showed me great tribulations upon this earth. I was somewhere with no understanding where I was, but it apparently was either two visions or one vision was in the United States of America because I saw a Walmart store. But the vision, there was no sun or no moon in the sky, but yet it was clear as day, as if looked like there had been a giant earthquake or the earth beneath had been just disturbed the beneath the surface, as if the top part of the surface of the earth, where the top soil, has changed places with the bottom soil, leaving only clay, land that which was barren. As if there had been streams of water also had been diverted and carried under in this giant earthquake or something. I could look down at where I was is out upon the ground. I was allowed to walk there by God where all this was, and I saw the devastation of this earthquake, and the water was boiling up out of the bottom of this pit. It was a large pit by it, and just bubbling, but it was just red looking mud. And what made me to think that it was on the surface of and not beneath in this pit, but it was the result of an earthquake or somewhat. There was vehicles still running, but there was not if there was no asphalt on the road, as if it hadn't turned bottom sides up, and the only path they could go is on the clay that had the surface. It looked just as if it was a potter's field where the clay was being mixed, and the clay was just all up inside the walls. And I saw this one vehicle driving as if he had ran out of road and didn't know this pit was there, and he slammed into the top of the pit as he went airborne and fell down in there where this party was, and he was consumed by fire before he even hit down there, as his vehicle exploded from the impact of the wall, where as if he was driving on an interstate, and the interstate hadn't dropped below, and he hit the wall that had not caved in. This was a terrible sight. As I looked around, there was no vegetation around, as if everything had been turned over in for miles and miles where the eyes could see. The earth, the barren part of the earth had taken the surface, and the part of the black soil, the good soil, had disappeared and was under the bottom from this. And I walked around in this area where I see vehicles still trying to drive, and there was this bubbling and fire beneath the earth, as if these was new volcanoes being born. And it was just hot as an urban down there, but I was not affected by this because I was in the spirit. God had taken me in the spirit, and I had seen all these tribulations coming upon man. And then as I waking up a little bit there a minute, seeing all this, and I went back to sleep because it was troubling me to see it all at one time. And I was brought back to the same place, I guess, at a due process in time. And that's when I saw the Walmart. And this bus had people loaded. Everybody was around this Walmart. It had clay all over it, as if there had been a giant volcano exploded underneath the earth. And the red clay had covered the earth. And this path, as if the earth itself was turning over. And as the steam and everything from the hot heat was coming up like an oven, and the people went in the Walmart, and I didn't know where my house was. I didn't see no houses, but only thing, this Walmart was the only building yet standing. And as the people went in to get the shopping cart to buy food, I heard a voice say, "This is the last chance for you to buy any food, because once this run out of food, I will have to close my doors, because there will be no more shipping and selling of food. We is out. There is no trucks or nothing running." I looked around. It was a sad sight to see. After that, the third vision, that was part of that. And I was taken to another part of town where there was a place. There was vegetation there, but very few at this place. And I looked at the cows. The cows, there was people's hiding because of trying to find something to get under to hide their face, as if they didn't want to see all of this destruction around them. They was hiding under tubs and everything, I said, where's all the people at? But found they was trying their best to hide from what was causing all of this. And I looked, there was one ox I saw, and he was just laying down there, and his hair had grown long to protect his flesh from the dense heat that was in this area of where this big earthquake hadn't happened, caused by many eruptions of volcanoes, I guess, in this area. After I looked at this, then I saw people of the Gentiles came towards me, who had become angry at me, as if I was responsible for these things. And they came to make war on me. As I looked, I was caught up by God and brought back to where I was, where in my bed, where I had gone to sleep. At that point in time, I was awakened, and it was morning, January the 2nd, 2010. This was a vision that God had given to myself, Prophet C. Brazil. As I searched for the meaning, there wasn't. So I decided to start this episode again.